So welcome back, everybody. So today has been a very long day in our household because the boy has been away from us for, gosh, I think it was like 8.5 hours today at the vet. So I definitely have some things to cover and even made notes on my vet bill for this video. First off, I want to say thank you to all of you. Like, the comments on my last video and then messages I received, like, you guys just, I can't even tell you how much emotions I was going through yesterday reading your comments. Like, I was tearful, I was overwhelmed, I was grateful, and there were so many emotions, and you guys really lifted my spirits. And, you know, some of you even made me laugh so hard that I almost fell out of my office chair. Brian, I love your comments. Keep them coming. You're like my type of people. And to Jeanette, the thing about the donut, that they would return the donut with a hole in it, I like lost it. I'm still, okay. Yeah, those were good. I really appreciate it because I really did need a good laugh yesterday. But really, seriously, guys, thank you so much for all your support and being there for me and rooting for Sully. It was very overwhelming, and yeah, just know I love you guys just as much. Real quick before we get into what's going on with the boy, regarding the Karens and I guess Kevins, because is that what we call the guys' versions of Karens, is Kevins? I don't know. But when I started this channel, I kind of knew already the kind of Karens and trolls out there. Like, I was expecting it. Like, anytime you put yourself online, I mean, there's always somebody who's miserable or too cowardly to say something to your face, so they do it behind a keyboard. Like, I get all that, and I don't let it bother me. Like you should see some of the stuff I get in my email box, or even in the held for review comment section on here. Like, it is what it is. But the reason I did the last video is I can only handle so much stupid before I snap. 3 people in particular just it was kind of like, no, I'm done. Like, not tolerating this BS anymore. But it felt great to get it out, and I'm glad that it's out there. You know, in real life, like, well, not that this isn't real life, but you know what I mean. When I'm off camera, I don't tolerate a lot of stuff. I definitely point out the stupid and when people have no manners. Like, I can't stand, like, it's fine to not agree with somebody, but to be rude and not have manner. Obviously, some of these people's mamas didn't raise them right. They're not going to bring me down, and they're not going to break me. I have way tougher skin than probably what it appears to be on this channel. But anyway, let's get to the boy, because he's way more important than the Karens. So Tuesday, I was waiting all freaking day for the vet office to call me back. And I wasn't mad, because I know they're slammed like everywhere. There's, like, you know, lack of employees, and they're overwhelmed with everything. So I get it. And I explained all of Sully's mouthing issues and my other concerns. So I told her all about the stuff, and she was like, okay, we need to get him in, like, pronto. And there was a lot of discussions between me and her before we scheduled what we did today. We were really trying to pinpoint exactly what we should do to fix this, because obviously there's already been a lot of stuff done that hasn't shown any results. So we scheduled him today for an oral exam and for some x-rays for his esophagus and head and everything, to make sure there's nothing lodged anywhere, you know, shoved up in weird areas, stuff like that. And he was definitely not happy being back at the vet office and had to tell me all about it. You'll be okay, honey. It's okay. It's only for a couple hours. I know. This is what happens when you poop funny and you don't eat your food. So he is down another almost a pound, which I'm not too concerned with that yet, because he's been having such trouble eating again. That is exactly why he's lost weight again. So they sedated him, and she checked all his teeth, the roof of his mouth, you know, as far back as she could in his throat, and she could not find not one thing. All his teeth are perfect. There's nothing shoved up anywhere in there. So that ruled that out. She mentioned his blood cell count again, and she said white blood cell count. I thought it was red this whole time. So I don't know if the vet last time misspoke or if I misheard, because I usually try to repeat back what they say to me so it gets stuck in my head better, you know, so I can go home and do research. But I could have just been overly stressed and heard red instead of white. But so it's actually his white blood cell count that is high, and the doctor today actually said it's actually dangerously high, but they can't tell me for sure why it's high yet. So I apologize for the last few videos where I've said it's the red blood cell count. It's the white one. So yeah, I messed up. I'll just blame it on me. Probably was her fault, but I'm gonna blame it on me. So the x-rays. I have never been so excited and so terrified that they actually found something. There is something going on at the very back of his throat, right before the esophagus. Like, they couldn't see it when they did the oral exam. Like, they could get back into his throat and look at a certain point, but it's a little bit further down, like right before the food goes in. So there's a shadow gray area happening there. So she actually consulted with the other vet that I saw last time, and they were discussing what they were seeing, and neither one could for sure tell me what it was. So we all decided to send his x-rays off to the radiology department, and it's at a place that has specialist veterinarians there. It's actually where I got Silver's eye surgery done. So I know I know it's a good place. They definitely don't think this is just bacteria related anymore. It's definitely not the food, Karen. So had to throw that in there. There's two things that it could be. The second doctor's leaning towards more this is an infection, like a really bad infection. Now what type of infection or where he got it, that can be anyone's guess at this point. I'm gonna blame the cats. Brian, I'm with you. It's the freaking cat's fault. The other option is that this could be cancer. Whew. Just saying that really, like, holy crap. They're hoping it's not. They're leaning more towards infection, but that's why they want the specialist to look at it. But that is the reason he is having so much trouble chewing, is because of it. There's something there. And I can say I do feel a bit like a bad mom not noticing his eating habits different right away. But then again, I don't know if I remember him vacuuming it up the way he did when he was completely better the time before last when we went to the vet. I'm starting to get confused on which times was which. But sometimes it's hard to tell if a dog's chewing properly or not. The only main reason we noticed it this past time was because of just how he was vacuuming it up. And then obviously, like, recently he's been popping food out the one side of his mouth. I am really, really hoping and praying it is just an infection and we can get him on antibiotics and we can get back to normal. I am really scared to death of the other option, but we won't hear anything back until next Tuesday or Wednesday possibly. So I'm like, crap, I'm going to have to sit here all week just wondering. He still has never had a fever through any of this, but at least we have an answer finally. I really wish I would have pushed for doing x-rays of his esophagus the last time instead of doing another set of x-rays on his tum-tum, but it's fine. We're getting there. You know, $1,350 later, and we finally have an answer. And this just happens sometimes with pet care, because symptoms, when they don't fit all disease, it's kind of like, well, which thing are we testing for? How do we figure this out? But it's fine. And thank you so much for those who donated, because every dime is going towards my boy. Like, I can't thank you enough for all that. I don't want to cry. We're not crying. Not in this video. So he is going to be completely on soft, good, mushy food for as long as it takes. I'm going to offer him as much as he wants, because he's still losing weight, and if I can mash it up enough into like baby type formula food, like, he'll be fine. We're gonna keep feeding him, and we're just gonna have to wait till next week and see what that says. But I definitely want to thank you all again for all your suggestions and sharing your stories. I will never get mad at anybody for suggesting different food brands to me. I'm always willing to look into new food brands and stuff like that. You guys are not who I was mad at. Just saying. I'm not mad at any of you who suggested anything of what it could have been for him. Like, all that brainstorming and discussion is what got me and my husband discussing things and start really looking at what was going on with him. Hi, baby. Oh, you're gonna flop back down. I know you've had a rough day. He's still recovering a little bit from the sedation. But that is where we're at right now with Sully, and the rest of the video is just going to be of him getting picked up and him coming home. So I hope you guys enjoy seeing that. It was his little burst of energy moment for today, and we got to see him smile, and that's all I can ask for. Sully Wally! Hello, sweetheart. Come over here. It's mommy. It's mommy. Hello. Hello. Hi, honey.
I know.
Wait, I heard you were such a good boy. Oh no.
Angel, an absolute angel.
I heard you did so good. Yes. I know. You can bite me all you want to. Yes. I know. We're gonna go home. Hello, honey. I know. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I know you were there for so long today, honey. I'm so sorry. We're gonna go home, and I got your breakfast here. I know, honey. It's okay. It's all right. You happy you're home? Are you happy? Yeah. Are you happy he's home too? So yeah, I can terrorize him again, huh? I know. See, everybody missed the boy. And there's Miss Old Silver. She couldn't give two fluffs that he's back. Hold on, baby girl, you're going the wrong way. Hi guys, I know Mr. Sully. Hi Clea. Hi, are you happy he's back too? She's super happy he's back. I know, say, why does he smell funny? Haven't seen that in a while. Mr. Man. Oh, you're just trying to jump on everybody, aren't you? I know. You're excited. I'm excited he's back home too. Say, we all missed you today. We did. Hi, Clea. Hi, honey. Hi, Woo Woo. Look at that boy. Say, look at my handsome boy.